The Rules Committee heard testimony from those opposing the confirmation of Gerald Ford as Vice President. One of Ford's own House colleagues, New York Democrat Bella Abzug, spoke strongly against the vice presidential nominee because he is President Nixon's choice and announced she is introducing legislation to call for a special election.
I believe that the processes under which confirmation would take place would further strain our political and social fabric, already overburdened by a series of unconstitutional acts and public doubts about the integrity of government, to the point where confirmation would do far more harm than good. This is not because the 25th Amendment procedures are themselves bad, but because they were never intended for use in conditions that now obtain. The only answer to the present institutional crisis is a special presidential election if the president is removed from office or resigns as a result of recent events. Accordingly, it is the purpose of my appearance here today to call upon this committee to defer action on the nomination until there is congressional decision on impeachment and until there is consideration of legislation creating a special election.
Ford's civil rights voting record came up for discussion during testimony from Clarence Mitchell of the Washington NAACP.
Look, and I'm aware of the fact that he has been helpful in getting government assistance to many people in his district under some of these programs like model cities, OEO, public housing, and others. But he has consistently tried to gut those programs down here in the Senate. In the House. Well, after he fails in the gutting, he then votes for the passage, and as has been indicated by the mayor's letter, he then seeks that largesse in the government for his constituents. I would just think if he's going to be consistent, he ought to support the programs all the way, and then, of course, see to it that his constituents get help.
Today's was the first public testimony against the confirmation of President Nixon's vice presidential nominee, and although those testifying expressed strong views against Ford, it's expected here that his confirmation will not be held up and that action on Ford will be taken shortly after the Thanksgiving recess. This is Andrew Silberstein of the Senate Rules Committee in Washington.